Are you banging on the box or you making music? Oh my goodness. I don't know how this is gonna go. Okay, so I have the box. It's a pretty big box. So I have opened some of these things just to make sure that everything was in here. You know, you got to double check when you're ordering online. So I just wanted to make sure that everything was in the box, and I am going to have links down below of everything that I have purchased so that you can check it out. Now I'm going to give you a roundabout price of what I paid from my memory, but prices change so much on Amazon. They fluctuate so much that it could be a little bit higher or a little bit lower. Hopefully it's lower when you go to check these out. So, and everything I bought was on Amazon Prime. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to get into is a fabric that I bought. Now, I make baby blankets. That is the main source of my my shop, and my income is baby blankets. So when I'm making a baby blanket, I want to use a high quality material, and you can definitely get this Minky at Joann's or Hobby Lobby, or a Minky, I should say. But this in particular Minky is a Shannon Cuddle fabric Minky, whatever you want to call it. It is extremely high quality. It's, in my opinion, the best on the market, and because it's the best on the market, you're gonna pay those prices. So I bought this for I want to say $13.99. It's a yard, and with Minky, if you haven't used Minky, it is 58 to 60 inches wide versus how many yards you get. So I bought 1 yard, and it is expensive, but depending on what you're making with it, for example, if you're going to make a blanket or a lovey and say it's 18 inches or 25 inches, you can get multiple cuts out of these, just depending on the size, okay? Now, like I said, this is a really high quality material. If you haven't felt Minky before, you're just gonna want to cuddle it. It is so soft, and I just love it. And a lot of people actually use this now for a weighted blanket. If you have anxiety, they're using Minky, and they're just kind of filling it in between the fabric just because it's so soft and cuddly. So this is perfect for babies, toddlers, kids. Actually, if you are going to buy Minky to practice on, and let's say that you don't really like the results of it, or you know, you're just testing it out, a great thing to do with the Minky that you buy is donate it to an animal shelter. I guarantee you that the people who work or volunteer there will be extremely happy, and you will definitely make a fur baby's day. Okay, so they love these. My dogs cuddle up in this all the time. They love Minky fabric. So this was $13.99 a yard, and this has a really, really nice feel and texture to it. It doesn't have a sheen or like a shine to it. If you buy the Minky from Joann's, which is totally okay, especially if you're just starting out, it has a little bit of a shine to it. So actually, I will grab that and show you. Okay, so this is an aqua piece that I got from Joann's, and if you hold them next to each other, you can kind of tell, I'm hoping you can tell anyway, this has more of a shine, okay, but it's still soft. It's not as soft as the Shannon Minky, but it still is soft. It's just, it just has that kind of a different feel and texture to it. But it's still soft. It works great. You can still use it to sell baby blankets or dog blankets, whatever you're using with it, burp cloths. But this is the one that I got from Amazon, and I do recommend it. Now, you can get this from fabric.com, is normally where I place a large order, because you can get a coupon code most of the time from Google. Not always, but sometimes they do have them. Now, fabric.com does sell through Amazon. So keep that in mind if you are going to purchase this, because then you can go to Amazon, and if you have Prime, it's free shipping. So if you go to fabric.com and you purchase this alone, you're going to pay probably $12.80 and then about $5 in shipping. So definitely go through Amazon Prime. If you just need maybe 1 or 2 yards, it's worth it. I believe the free shipping for fabric.com is $35. Once you hit $35, then it's free shipping. Now, they might change that when you see this. I'm not sure. But as of right now, I believe that that is what it is. So next what I want to show you guys is my stabilizer. Now, this is the brand that I use. I don't know how to pronounce this, so I'm not even going to try. Yeah. So we're not gonna attempt that. But it's probably something super simple, but I don't want to butcher it. I will feel bad. So this is a tearaway stabilizer, and the size I get is a 12 by 10. Now, I believe I paid $11 or $12 for this. It's a tearaway. It's a 1.8 ounce. When I do this with tearaway, no matter what I am embroidering on, I always use 2 pieces of tearaway. Whether it's a light fabric, a heavy fabric, that just works good for me. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to open this and show you guys the stabilizer. So pretty much, yep, just looks like tearaway stabilizer, but it is really, really nice. It's not chintzy or cheap feeling. It is, it's definitely my favorite, and my machine loves this. I've tried a few other brands, and I don't know if it's just my machine or if it's just Bernina or what, but sometimes they just don't work, and I have way better results with this stabilizer. And I also like stabilizer that is in pieces and not on the roll, even though you'll see one on the roll. I just prefer this. It's easy. You just take the stabilizer, hoop it, and you're done. So with that, it's like cutting it and all, and it's not even a lot of work. I'm just lazy, I guess. I don't know, but I just prefer things neat and pre-cut. So, and it tears real easy, but it's strong. Okay, so that is a good brand to use. I really do like their products. So again, that is this brand. I'm at New Rough Thread. I don't know. I'm gonna sound like an idiot. It's fine, whatever. But that is just, that's the brand, okay? And I will have the link down below. Okay, guys, I had to step away for a second to help my daughter, who you can probably see over here. She's getting bored, so she's starting to mosey around more. Okay, the next thing I have is a cutaway stabilizer. And yes, now my threads are going to be all over the floor. Yeah, guarantee you. This is a cutaway stabilizer, and it is super stable. I know. She's pulling out bobbin thread. Yeah. I know. Yeah. Yeah. So this is super stable stabilizer, and this is a cutaway. Now, like I said, I would prefer things to be on the sheets, but I don't really use cutaway. I don't use it much, but I was like, well, I will try this brand. I have used cutaway, but I prefer tearaway. So this is a 2 ounce. It is 12 inches by 10 yards. And this was $11. They have some that you can get in a way bigger roll for like $30 to $40. But because I'm just trying this out, I was like, well, I'm going to get the smaller one. And then if this works out well for me, I will go ahead and get the bigger roll. Now I'm going to open this because I haven't even felt this yet. So, oh boy. So it does feel really, really nice. You know how sometimes you buy stabilizers, especially sometimes from the big box stores, and they're just not that great. So this one feels really nice. It's smooth. So this probably is a good one. The reviews were good on it. I believe it had 4.5 stars, maybe. So, but it is a light cutaway stabilizer. Just keep that in mind if you do decide to go with this brand and this exact one that I have, and that is down in the links below. So again, it's 12 inches by 10 yards, which is a perfect starter size if you are just starting out and you want to order a stabilizer from Amazon. Next, I have what every embroiderer or like applique person goes crazy for when it's on sale on Amazon. So if you do do this, you know more than likely what I'm already talking about. HEATNBOND LITE, right? So if you haven't used HEATNBOND LITE, this is an adhesive. It makes your appliques look phenomenal. You definitely want to use this if you are going to have an applique that you're putting in the wash. So it's going to help it to keep it shaped, not fray, not get those weird little waves in it and everything. Even when you're embroidering, sometimes if you're using a fabric and you don't have HEATNBOND LITE or something similar on it, you can kind of get those weird waves and little frays, and you'll see like the little holes and stuff. So you don't want that. So I bought this in the bolt. It's brand new. I paid $38 for this. And the reason why I said people go crazy for this on Amazon is because most of the time this is, I believe, $52, but lately it has been on sale for $38. So if it is still on sale for $38 when you see this, I would go ahead and grab it if you can, because it is a very, very good price. You get 35 yards in here, and it is 17 inches, okay? So 17 inches by 35 yards for $38. It's a really good price, and with Prime, it's free shipping, so you can't beat that, right? So that is a really, really good deal. Now, if you're like, what is HEATNBOND, or like HEATNBOND LITE, or, you know, what are you talking about? HEATNBOND LITE is, I will go ahead and open this to show you guys. So HEATNBOND LITE is, it's a stabilizer, adhesive, whatever you want to call it. Not a stabilizer in the way of your, like, you put it down on the machine and embroider. Like, you don't hoop this. This is something that, actually, you guys will, I'll just show you. Okay, so this is the HEATNBOND, and I'm just going to cut a piece to show you guys. Okay, so, sorry. Okay, so this is the HEATNBOND LITE. Now you can hear it's like a paper, okay, because it has a paper backing. And if you look really, really close, you can probably see the little bumps on here. And that, okay guys, I had to step away again because my daughter needed me. But what I was saying, or I think I was saying, was this HEATNBOND LITE. This is your bumpy glue side, and it has a shine to it. This is what you're going to adhere to your fabric. The next thing I want to show you guys is something that you will obviously need if you sew your other piece of fabric. Okay, and that is needles. For example, just a quick like just kind of found out about this is bulk pack, a cotton fabric. I was buying these needles, so you would take your fabric, I think it was like and 10, get all of the wrinkles out. You normally can get them at your local, the wrinkles out, quilt store or printed side sew back down. Store. So the print side, the brand is organ needles, ironing board, or and I think whatever surface you're using. You're then $9 for HEATNBOND LITE, and you definitely want to support your local store. Instructions, the timing, and the settings. Angela from put mine on, I believe it's the wool setting, me that and you're going to take the bumpy, shiny side and put it of 100 needles. So it's going to be bumpy side to same ugly thing side that I was buying, except these are. We're going to place this down a lot. Make sure that your HEATNBOND LITE exact same thing, exact size. And they're $20 smaller than your fabric. Okay? So I was paying like $8 or $9. You are going to mess up the surface. So I definitely went ahead and got those. Will mess up your iron. When you open these up, you want to make sure that it is individual smaller or the exact each size. Pack has 10 in them because it's the glue, and when it heats up, they're very, very good brand. My Bernina, it turns into the organ needles. I've tried other brands, and so you don't want to break a lot in my machine. Once this is adhered to the right fabric, you're gonna let it cool for a few seconds. Trust me, you do not want to burn your fingers. That you would need for whatever you're working on. But my machine tends to like this brand, and it comes in the little like foil pack, and you're going to be left with another side that is a glue side. So, and with this side, you're going to then adhere it to whatever fabric you're using, but you're going to adhere it when you're ready. When you open them up, for example, if you are doing an applique, you're not going to adhere to the fabric until your applique is done. Once your applique is done, you can heat press it or you can iron it. But the good thing with this is that even if you aren't going
jersey
to
and
the
press
delicate
it or iron it,
fabrics that
the
you
good
want,
thing is
when you are doing this, it gives the fabric more
love these
stability.
needles. They're really, really
and
good.
it helps it not
Again,
to
they were
fray or fray
$20 for
as much.
$100.
So it really shouldn't fray when you use
That's
the
like
HEATNBOND LITE.
amazing. Okay, especially
So,
if you have a single
you can
needle
put it in the
machine
wash and
like I
everything.
do.
If you don't use the HEATNBOND
then
LITE,
these are
when
going to
you're
last
doing
you
an
a good
applique,
bit.
then it can kind of have a tendency to get those like wrinkles in it, and it can kind of get just not like neat looking. It'll get a little bit of that just ickiness to it, and it's gonna look worn, so you don't want that, and it more than likely will fray, so you definitely don't want that. So again, I bought this HEATNBOND LITE bolt for $38 with free shipping on Amazon. So I highly recommend it. And if it's not $38 when you go to check out, then just wait maybe like 2 days or 3 days. I'm sure it will be on sale again, because lately it has been on sale a lot. So, and right now as I'm filming this, it is $38. So I will put the link down below for that. So again, HEATNBOND LITE. Now you don't have to buy a bolt of that. You can also buy a like a small roll at the store. I don't know how much they are, but I think you get maybe like a yard in there, a yard or two. Not 100% sure, but that way you can try it out and see if you like it. So because I run an Etsy shop and I do ship packages, I like to change up my shipping materials because I do get bored. Currently, I have a bag that has pineapples all over it, and it's cute, but I've had it for a while, so I'm ready to move on. So I bought these bags. Now this is a 10-inch by 13-inch bag, and I think I might have messed up and bought bags that were a little bit smaller, but that's okay because I plan to do loveys in these, because if I'm shipping a bigger baby blanket, then my my blankets tend to go in priority mail, and the post office provides those for free, so I really don't want to spend extra money to cut into a profit if the post office is already giving me those bags and boxes. So if you want to put your own personal touch on it, then you can definitely order tape or stickers with your logo on it, and kind of like how they have on here. This is by Packet Chic, and that way, you know, the person knows, oh hey, you know, and it kind of can make them smile, or it just gives that little personal touch. I know I like to get packages that way, but you don't have to do it, especially if you're starting out. But for first class mail, I do like to have the pretty packages versus just plain white envelopes, or like the little like gray envelopes. So this is actually a really pretty aqua color, and I do like this brand. They're a nice brand, and their bags feel really good. I believe I paid $13. Now some places the bags are not that great. They split open really easy. They especially if you have something that's like just at, let's say, the 13 inches or the 10 inches, like it can easily split the bag. These don't seem to do that, so that's a really nice thing. And like I said, I think they were $13 for a pack of 100, and the brand is Packet Chic. They have a bunch of different designs on there, so you don't have to just pick, you know, aqua, watercolor, stripes. But I do go through these quite a bit. So if you go to eBay, you can buy them in bulk, like a large amount, or if you want to just try them out, I know on eBay they also have like packs of like 25 or something like that you can go ahead and try, but I tend to buy them in packs of 100. The next thing I want to show you guys is something that you will obviously need if you sew or embroider, and that is needles. So I just kind of found out about this bulk pack. I was buying these needles in a pack of, I think it was like 10, and you normally can get them at your local quilt store or Sew-Vac store, and the brand is Organ Needles, and I think I was paying $9 for a pack of 10, and you definitely want to support your local stores. But Angela from Kids Custom Designs told me that you need to get these. These are a pack of 100 needles for $20. Same thing that I was buying, except these are a lot cheaper. So exact same thing. And they're $20 for a pack of 100. So I was paying like $8 or $9 for a pack of 10. So I definitely went ahead and got those. When you open these up, they come into individual packs, and each pack has 10 in them. So they're a very, very good brand. My Bernina loves the organ needles. I've tried other brands and they tend to break a lot in my machine, even when they are the right size and everything, you know, that you would need for whatever you're working on. But my machine tends to like this brand, and it comes in the little like foil pack, and it's cute because it kind of looks like a stick of gum. So when you open it, I want to be careful because these do come out easily. When you open them up, it's just, there's your needles. And these are ballpoint needles for embroidery, and they are for, you know, knits and minkies and jersey and the delicate fabrics that you want ballpoints for. So I love these needles. They're really, really good. Again, they were $20 for 100. That's like amazing, okay? Especially if you have a single needle machine like I do, then these are gonna last you. One of the last things that I have for you guys is a backdrop. Now, this backdrop is great if you are just starting out. This backdrop was $8.99 with free shipping. So this is a 5-foot by 3-foot backdrop. And oh, thank you. She's handing me iron on. So thank you so much. Thank you. Can you go put it back?
No.
No? Okay. So this is a 5-foot by 3-foot backdrop. And if you are just starting out, this is great for you. The quality isn't like superior, but you know, I kind of look at it as you're promoting your product and not the backdrop. So as long as your product can shine, then you know, this will work for you if you're doing something small. They do have other sizes. I believe the next size up was $14.99. I don't remember the size though, but it will be in the link for the different options. So this is kind of like, you know, when you are going to have like an outdoor picnic or something and you want to get like a tablecloth, those vinyl outdoor tablecloths, that's pretty much what it feels like. So this, and it's like, sounds like papery. So it's just, you can tell it's just cut off of a machine. So it's not super pixelated, at least this one isn't, but it is a little pixelated. But if you're just doing like shirts or something, I mean, there's nothing wrong with this, especially if you're just starting out. For $8.99, that's a great starter piece, and you can upgrade later. So yeah, you can probably hear it. It sounds like a tablecloth, like you're folding a tablecloth. And right now, currently this style is like in everywhere, and it has really good details throughout it. You can iron this, I believe. I'm not telling you to iron it, but I mean, it came folded up and they know that there's wrinkles in it. From what I read, you can actually take this on the back side and iron it on a super, I think it was like a super low setting with steam. Now, don't quote me on that. They may change it. I don't know. But right now, that's what it says. And I'm not trying to like start fires anywhere. So just make sure that you keep a close eye on it if you do get this, because you never know. I mean, they say something and sometimes it doesn't work out. So, but don't iron it on the front where the picture is. Just iron it on the back. But again, 5-foot by 3-foot. This is a good starter one. Now I'm only like 5'3" myself, so but just to kind of give you guys an idea of what it looks like fully, and again, the link will be down below, but I wanted to kind of show you guys more of what it looks like so that, you know, because pictures can look great and then you get it home and you're like, that is not what I ordered. Okay, so that is that backdrop. And my other backdrop, my daughter ran off with, so I'm going to go get that. Okay, so for the last item that I have is actually another backdrop, and this backdrop is really nice. It's a backdrop that you can hang, or you can just kind of like fold up and lay out. Just depends on what you're using it for. This is 7 feet by 10 feet, so I'm not gonna even like there's no way that I can show you guys the whole thing, but it is super nice. It has really great detail. The planks in it are about the size of a real like wood floor plank. So I like it. I like the little details in there. You can kind of see like the little wood knots and everything. It almost feels like a low pile blanket. So my daughter actually ran off with this a few minutes ago and thought that it was a blanket, and she started to wrap herself up in it. So, I mean, if you want to use it for that, you probably can, but it's a nice backdrop. It has a really nice color to it. It also just looks like a nice kind of that farmhouse look. Now, don't get me wrong, there is a little bit of like pixelation and stuff in it, but for shirts, and if you're making if you're using this for photography and stuff like that, it's gonna work fine. I think that this is a really good backdrop for the price. It's by the brand Kate, and it even tells you here. So yeah, this was $37 and it's 7 by 10. Now, some of the backdrops I saw that were around this price did not have very good reviews. I believe this backdrop had a 4.5 star rating, or very, very close to it. Now, this thing is staticky, just so you know. You want to get as much static off of it as you can, depending on what you're making. So, and it does pick up dog hair a little bit, just because of the kind of fabric also that it's made out of. It's almost like a low pile Minky. So I think I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, so just keep an eye on that. You know, you don't want to put a shirt down and have it have dog hair in the background. I have a big black dog, so her fur shows. So I'm going to show you guys what these look like side by side the best I can. So this is the $8.99 one, and this is the $37 one. You can kind of tell the difference. This is a little bit more papery. This one just looks like a higher quality. So I don't know if you can see this. I'm hoping so. But yeah, they are definitely different in quality. But if you're a beginner, there's nothing wrong with this one. If it fits what you need and you're doing something that is small, then there's nothing wrong with it. It's a little bit on the less quality side, I guess you could say. So this one is nice, the $37 one. Before, I was using those, like, they were like a poster board from Hobby Lobby. It was $2.99, I think, and you could use like a 40% off coupon. And I don't know why I bought it. It was 2 feet by 3 feet, and my blankets are they're pretty big sometimes, and there was like no point at all of me buying that. So for my little lovies, that worked because they're smaller. But even then, I sometimes didn't have enough of a background. So that is my haul for you guys from Amazon. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you'd like to see something else, just let me know. If you want to see my machine, if you would like to see my craft room, if you would like to see anything, let me know. I make blankets, and I do all kinds of things. So if you're kind of like, hey, how do you make blankets? Can you show me? I definitely can. I use the Minky fabric like I went over in the beginning. And sometimes people don't like to work with Minky. Number one, it sheds everywhere. That's just the way it is. And it does suck, and it's messy, but you get a really pretty product at the end. So, but sometimes people don't like to work with Minky because it can be a little bit challenging. If you're not using the proper foot on your machine, if you're not using pins, and it's a whole thing. You kind of just have to know how to work with the Minky. So if you guys would like to see that, let me know. If you'd like to see appliquing with Minky, I can do that too. So a whole bunch of things. If you guys have any ideas at all, just let me know and I'll be more than happy to do this for you. Thank you guys again for watching, and I would definitely love if you would subscribe, if you would hit the like button and leave me a comment or a question. I will get back to you, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.